Springtime is upon us and the front of my house is not looking good. Now this is the hard part. We got to clear all of this out, so I got to work. Once I got all that done, I used a large rake to make sure it was level and I moved the stepping stones. Once I get all of this clear, it's time to grab one 4x4x8 pressure treated board. And the reason I'm going pressure treated is because it's going to go into the ground and that way it won't rot out. I'm going to cut this 8-foot board into 4 pieces, which is 2 feet each. Once I got all my 4 pieces, I'm going to grab some cedar fence pickets. These are 6 foot long, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off just the dog ears on them because I want a straight edge. I'm going to lay these out just like you see in the video here and put some deck screws. These are only 1.5 inches long and that's all you need to hold them in place. Once I get one side all squared up and down, I'm going to go to the other side. We're going to make 2 exact copies of this, one for each of the long sides. Once I get these screws in, then it's time to put a second board. When these are together, they're going to be 12 inches in depth. And I want to make sure that I get them screwed in again on both sides. Now it's time to make the other ends. I'm going to go 30 inches on those cedar boards, cut those. And again, I'm going to need 2 for each side, so a total of 4. I'm going to go ahead and get these started, lining these up with 2 screws on each end, and then I'll just put them right into the other side of the 4x4 picket. Once these are all in, we're going to go ahead and also do a second board, and that way we have our right depth. Once you get this in, it's actually very strong and easy to move. It's still lightweight. As you can see, we've got our 12-inch depth right here. Now, once all this is together, it's time to dig out where the posts are going to go. So I'm going to use a post hole digger and go in a couple of inches and get that nice and deep. I'm lucky the soil in my area is kind of nice to work with. Once I get that, I can put it in to keep the weed control. That's right, I'm going to use some cardboard. I just lay that down, put some soil on top. Now, the first thing I'm going to put is a filler in. This is not the kind that you're just going to plant directly into. So I just put about 3 bags in and laid it across the bottom right on top of the cardboard. Once I get all this in, now it's time to go to the garden soil. That is what has all the organics and you can plant directly into. I'm going to get 3 bags, fill this up all the way to the top because there will be some settling over the couple of months when spring and summer arrive. I'm going to use a rake to keep spreading it out, break up any large clods that come. I took this out of the garden. I'm going to transplant this. I'm going to put this in and this root is going to take off pretty good. Then it's time to put all the flowers in. I actually got these on sale at my local hardware store and it was great. Once I get all of these planted, then it's time to put the stepping stones back in place. And I was able to reuse some of the bark dust, but I'm going to put some new stuff down also. Then it's time for watering. We want those roots to take hold. Do you remember how bad that looked? Look at this. It turned out absolutely fabulous. It gives it a new look. And once I get some new bark dust down, it's going to look great. I think these cedar planters turned out just great. And you can also use them for a retaining wall.